Aloha and good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. To see us
Aloha.
today. You're coming in through the internet. It's such a blessing that I can tell you this whole process for me. I get excited as you do. We're talking about healing today and healing every day. I understand this thing. I want to share with you my favorite person in the whole world, especially this time of Sunday morning. Aldine is a magical person. And she gave me this name today. She has a magic. But she brings so much to the church. So we're shooting. We have a prayer we do. It's called the Lord's Prayer. It's done in Hawaiian. And if you have no other reason to show up here to do this right here, come and do this because it is so empowering. Aldine, if you're so kind.
Good morning, everyone, and aloha.
Aloha.
All of you know this prayer, so please go into your heart. I'll say it in Hawaiian, but then you can say it in whatever language that you speak. E koma kuia ko kalani, e hoano hui a ko e hiki mai ko aupuni, e malama ia ko make ma ka honua, e liki mea mo mai a kalani. E hawi mai a ma kui ke ala, ma kono nei ala. E kala mai hoi a ma ko, I ka ma ko na biha ala. Me ma ko e kala nei ka poi a vehala, I ka ma ko. Mai ho'oku o ia ma ko I ka ho'owale ia mai. E ho'opa kelino na ia ma ko I ka ino. No ka mea, no ke aupuni, a me ka mana, a me ka ho'onani I a mahu aku. Amen.
Mahalo.
Thank you.
Next part of our service is my favorite part. After that. That's my favorite. I swear. I stand over here. You can't see me on camera, I don't think. But I stand over here. I just go, don't stop. Anyways, the next thing we like to do right now is we have a thing at most churches. They have greetings. You turn around, shake hands. Here we get up off our chairs and come up and give hugs to everybody. It's an extra couple minutes. It's well worth the journey for everybody. So please join with me. You folks out there, go find somebody in your house right now. If they're not listening with you, go out there and give them a hug. Tell them from Common Fred. And they'll understand later on. Thank you. Please rise.
Okay, it's not too bad. Well, a little bit. How's it going? Nice to see you. Thursday we'll know.
Yeah, not like this.
I'll go upstairs.
We'll just wait here.
Keep them coming.
Good morning, sorry, I didn't see you there. Thank you.
Oh, Ken,
Angel back. Okay.
it wasn't on before?
I'm sorry.
Not too long, so that's really great. I will tell you, what's my next name?
Zen moment.
Oh, it's Peter Baldwin just arrived from the Midland a couple days ago, about 2 days ago, 4 yesterday. Anyway, he just got here, so we do Peter Baldwin's Zen moments. And listen to this thing. He smiles a lot up here, but he's got many messages. So please, Peter Baldwin.
Everybody, nice to you. Yeah, I just got back, and it was wonderful. Yesterday I got back. I thought about 9 days or so, 10 days, and it was, I thought about, oh, wow, what did I learn? I learned a lot of things, and I think working on my wisdom and staying in my innate health helped me to get all the lessons that I could get from my trip. I went up to California, I did a psychology conference, which was about 4 days. And of course, it was I was euphoric in those 4 days because we were learning about how to be in a loving space all the time. That was pretty much what it was about. And it had a lot to do with looking inside and getting in touch with the real you on the inside and really not paying that much attention to it. I mean, paying attention, but focusing on how the inside affects the outside. So that was the conference, and it was wonderful, and it was in a new place, and I was learning lots of new things and making lots of new friends. And then the second piece of that was going up to the mountains and doing a motorcycle ride for a couple of days, and that had its own lessons too, a lot of lessons. And but that, I thought, some of the big lessons that I got. So I wanted to come back and share something really profound. The most profound thing is to go home, is I missed my flight. So I didn't get to come home. I get to spend the night on the airport floor. And it was very interesting. And it was, I would have to say it was one of my best learning experiences. So I'm very grateful for that. The reason I is because Sue and I have kind of learned something that was really profound in our lives. And that is that anytime you rush to go somewhere, you're living your life in fear and insecurity. And so we happened upon a class where they said we're never in a rush. And so we did class, we slowed down our lives. And wow, things are so much more beautiful when you slow your life down. And then realize that you take that outside of the class into our life, and we started slowing down and making time for things, and our life felt so much more like we were so much more alive, and things were so much more beautiful when you slow down and you stop rushing. And so that missing my flight, part of that is not rushing. And when you're trying to get into LA on a Friday night from outside, and there's so many billion of people all on the road at the same time trying to rush. And I mean, in LA, they do not use turn signals, and they go right, boom, 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 boom. And so you see a lot of chaos around. And staying centered is the challenge. Staying centered and saying, I'm not going to rush like they are. Because the accidents I saw there were very different from the ones you see down here too. Very different. So I was in that mode of, okay, I'm going to stay in peace, stay in love, and just do this. Not rush, but be in my element. Be who I am and relax and slow down and just feel. And everything kind of worked out. I was in traffic for a long time, but I was able to do in traffic what I usually would freak out on. After so many hours, you start to feel just antsy. So I did all these things to feel just settled, and you can relax and you can look at the people in their cars and try to imagine where they're going, or look at the bumper stickers they have and imagine what's going in their head. A lot of things you can do. And it was enjoyable. I was watching the shadows come down and watching the people come in their different vehicles. I got to the place, rental car place, everything went smooth. I enjoyed, I went to this place because the Enterprise rent-a-car, the people seemed more friendly and happy. And I said, that's what I want to do. I don't care about anything else. I want to go where the people are in a good space. And they were, everything worked out really well. And then there was a lot of traffic going into the airport. And she said, are you going to wine? Yes. There's nobody around. She goes, oh, you must be playing. And my mind went to a couple different places at that point, and there was a lot of places I realized later. I sat down and reflected, and I said, there was a lot of places my mind could have went, but I was very, very pleased at where my mind did go. I could have gone to deep disappointment. I could have gone to blame the traffic, blame the rental car place, blame myself, blame somebody else. Could have gone all those places, but I did. Initially, I had a moment, and I'll just say it was a moment of disappointment. Then my mind from there went to, oh, what a wonderful guest we have arriving. Welcome, right? And my mind just went to, what are my options? What's next? Okay, I missed my airplane. I'm here. What can I do? And I said, talk to the lady. She's right there. So I said, what can I, she says, I can get you on the next flight, which is tomorrow morning. Not tonight. She said, there are some hotels around the airport area. And so I said, is there any other options? Or is there any place they can go? And she goes, right there. She pointed to the front, the front entrance of the airport. And I kind of looked over there and went, okay. And I said, I had to have a moment to think about it. And I looked at, airport hotels. They're all too far away, and it would have been a problem. Anyway, long story short, I slept right there in the airport, and it was so interesting. There was a couple from England who sat down and were very friendly, and they told me about Tahiti, their trip to Tahiti. And we talked about different things, and we talked about England joining the European nation, and not joining. And we had these wonderful chats. And then I enjoyed seeing these other people that spent the night with me at different parts of the airport. And all the different conversations that the custodians had when they came in at night to clean, and what they talked about and things. And it was this wonderful, rich experience. And I plugged my phone in, and I sat and I played on my phone, I read, and I put my pack down, and I took a nap, and I went walking, strolling down, and looked at the lights. LA has these nice Y-shaped lights that are really very artistic, that you can look at, and beautiful things to see in the sky. And how quiet and calm it was in probably one of the busiest places in the world. And it felt so good. And I realized I was just enjoying the moment. And it's not the good times that define people, it's how they handle the hard times. How you handle the hardest, most challenging time is what defines you. And in that moment, I realized that it felt like a blessing. At the end of it, I said, I don't mind missing my plane. I could do that again. It's, or other things, and there's you shaking your head, no. But we have challenges like that, and it's so, I don't know what the word is, it's so satisfying to be out in the middle of 80 miles away from anything and have a motorcycle break down or have something big happen, and you realize that you have to depend on yourself. You have to depend on your own wisdom. You have to depend on either you or the person next to you. And if it's another person, you guys have to work together like clockwork. No more fighting or disagreeing or anything. You guys have to be in sync. And that brings a person to a place of all I can say is it's a blessing, because you get to learn that what you have inside you is something really beautiful that most people never even discover. What's inside you, what you really have, that comes out when you have a situation where it needs to come out. And that's the beautiful thing. And it's not like an ego thing where they run, oh, I'm master dad, I'm really good. That doesn't come up. That's not what I'm talking about. It's something else, something inside you. What do we call it now? Whatever it is, it's such a beautiful thing to live in that place. And so my message was, live in that place as much as you can. We never know how long we have left on this. We know that. But we do know that we can live in that place. And wisdom. And when you can bring yourself there, no matter what's going on out here, you experience something that you realize the reason you were on this planet. And it's a beautiful thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That laptop is beautiful because it is about what you're going to do right now today, every day. For instance, we do something called 5 breath meditations here at the Hungry Church of Life. And understand this is a way of life for Patty and I, and for most of the people that come to the church. They believe in it because it's so helpful for us. So we call it 5 breath meditation. We shouldn't have, because it is, when I say meditation, everybody goes, no, I can't meditate. I can do it because it's so peaceful and transparent to the life. And what Peter's saying is that it helps you stay centered. So, are you going to?
Good morning, all. I'm Patty as a minister. Another appeared. Oh my God.
So welcome to all of you in internet land.
We have a blue goddess, another blue goddess, we have a green goddess, three green goddesses today. And we have a violet goddess, and we have a purple goddess. And so, what a special treat. Okay, whenever you see me, I represent the 5 breath meditation. If you see me, you know what you have to do in your life. Too much? But I do that. I'm happy to represent this because Kahu and I have been learning by being committed 100%, twice a day, morning and night. And I realized that the 5 breath meditation is all about you. It all is all about the self. It's a way to hug yourself. And you know what? From that, you get in touch with all 4 bodies. With all 4 bodies. And it's hard in the beginning, but if you put in effort 100% every day, you open yourself up to the core essence of who you are. And that is my, I hope you can feel that from me, because that's the gift you give to yourself. And it's like you are a moment, that 5 breath meditation, you close the 3rd dimension from your reality and you go into your core essence. And that's the most beautiful thing. And that's where you know that everything can be here. I promise you that. Okay? So, twice a day, morning and night. And you know what? Do it in the middle too, when the 3rd dimension gets stressful. Okay, so now I'm going to lead you to a very short, just a 5 position. And just want you to close your eyes. And you state your intention for this healing right here. Your intention for the self. Because the healing is about what you give and what you receive. That cycle of receiving, giving you. Then the golden particles from the central sun above your crown. And place your right hand over your crown on the top of your head and your left hand over your right hand. And you're going to breathe in the golden particles. On an inhale into your heart. And you hold it there. And you see it gathering in your heart. And move it move it up your shoulders, up your arms, into your palms, and you light up every neurons in your brain. Light up every neuron, every part of your brain. The next position is over your eyes, your two fingers, your middle and your index on both hands. Place it gently on your eyelid. And again, bring the golden particles through your pineal to your heart. And then move them up your shoulders, through your arms, through your fingers. Light up every cell in your eye. Let it flow through the back of your head, down to the vagus nerve. Through the spine, the vagus nerve. Next position is over your heart again. Right palm on your chest. left palm on your right palm and breathe. Light up every bronze in your heart area. Take down your palms, right palm on your midsection. You're lighting up every organ in there, your stomach, your liver, your 2 kidneys, your pancreas, your spleen, your everything in there. Just breathe in to your heart and move it on the exhale. Every part of that midsection, every organ. And see it light up in gold, inside and outside. And then the 5th position is the bottom, over your intestines, the bottom chakra, bladder, all that area. You're going to do the same thing. You breathe in. You're going to light up that area and gold particles. Okay, thank you. That's the short version. Feel the love for the self. Feel the 4 bodies connected. As we get ready for Cosmos message about the 72 red cells. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. That's quite amazing. I sit there as she starts. I'm way ahead of her until she starts. I'm going to go with her. This is the 5 breath meditation. I got to tell you this. It's not my talk this morning, but you got to hear it. 5 breath meditation has changed my entire pattern of life. I'm not even saying any stronger than that. I don't have the anger fits I have been accustomed to do all my life. I'm not an angry person, but all that's pretty much gone right now. You gotta understand that 5 breath meditation, she said, Ron, do it, because it's 5 breaths. 5 breaths.
Each position.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't take the time. Take the time to do it. I tell you this thing, I was bicycle on my Lanai. So I'm not driving any place, but it's a stationary bike. And I get up in the morning and I walk out and Lanai, and it's beautiful sunshine in the morning out there. If it's raining, it's a beautiful day. But I get on my bike and for a few minutes I'm doing what I'm doing. But then I put my hand on top of my head, because you don't have to hold it. And it's so peaceful to go through that 5 breath meditation. And so that's one way to do it. You don't have to make up anything, but you've got to do it, because if you want to get any place in life, I think meditation might be one of the starter pistols to get off the line, so to speak. Anyway, my talk this morning is about 70 trillion cells. 70 trillion cells, you know what it is, right? You're born into this lifetime with 1 cell, and mommy and daddy used to come together and create it, and it merges, and the cells start coming. And where do they come from? They come from God, and we're going to call it. But understand this thing: 70 trillion cells is in the human body, the adult human body at least. Understand the 70 trillion cells you've got. If you're listening, hopefully you have. Come back next week, it'll be a little easier. But I can tell you this: 76 trillion cells in the body. 35,000 of them, 35%, 50% of them are going to be very positive cells. What's that leave the other half? Negative? Yeah, it is. It really is. Because it's the yin yang of coming to the third dimension. Don't be upset with me. You know, people say, oh, you're crazy. I'm not crazy at all. It makes perfect sense. People come in here. I look out here in the crowd right now. I have people that have had cancer right here from this church. And they beat it. It's so powerful. But it's not as bad as it used to be because they had other units that put you through it, and it was just ugly processes. I mean, this, the 70 trillion cells that I'm talking to you right now, 35% of it, 35,000 of them are ready to go with this thing. They want 35 trillion cells. They want to get into this whole journey right now because they know I'm talking to them. The other 35 million trillion cells, they want to get involved too because why? They got a journey to do. Now, what's the journey? Anybody know here? Anybody that's not going to die over here? All know you're going to die, right? So, what kind of ministry am I talking about death? It's a good death. It's a good journey. When you're ready to go there, that's when you go. You don't have to take 1 minute before you're ready because this thing's like. Seven cell healing is about healing the body. So people come to me and say, I've got a breast cancer, I've got a liver cancer. Can you heal me? I said, well, do you want to heal? It stuns a little bit. Do you want to heal? Yeah, I want to heal. Oh, you're really serious on help? Well, I can heal you. Now, how do I get away with saying that to everybody? Everybody. How do I get away with saying that? Because I can heal them. There's a couple things they got to do. First, they got to learn to do the 5 breath meditation. That's it. You're selling your meditation. I never sold anything in meditation. But I'm telling you, you got to get it. A big toe that's this big around, and you're in pain. You know it's pain, right? You know what you do? Take 5 breaths, right down the toe, and put your fingers on it. You do it right there. But if you don't have anything wrong with you in this, so to speak, in this world, I know everybody's got something wrong with it. But you don't have to concentrate on it. Just do 5 breath meditation. So the guy comes to me and says, can you heal me, Kyle? Yes, I can. And I will do everything within my power to heal you. And I'm for healing me. And she said something that really touched my heart. She said, every time you lay your hand on me, I can feel this energy going out. And she didn't say that, but I thought I heard her say. But understand this thing. I can tell you what she's feeling her own self lighting up with myself. And that's the key for Signature Cell Healing. We got all the hand-me-down things we'll teach you to do, but understand this thing. It's so empowering. I always spend a few minutes with her afterwards. But understand this thing. It's so empowering when you get to this note. We've got 70 trillion cells, 35 trillion of them are fighting for the good side, and the 25. But what if you get 36 trillion fighting for the good side? 36 trillion, an extra trillion cells. That's not bad, right? And if you did that, what if you next week you get another trillion cells, and then you get it's 34, 33, 32, 30, 29, 27, 26. But understand this thing. We're all going to die, we know this. But the key is your quality of life right now is the key of everybody. My friend here said this morning, he said he had stomach flu for the last 8 days. I think it's a great way he walked through this room. He lost weight, everything, you know, beautiful. And he did lose some weight. I can tell he has. He plays Santa Claus, well, he is Santa Claus, basically. He's really super Santa. He really is. He works 7 days a week sometimes throughout the holidays. But understand, he's a little nervous because he might have pillows on him. It's safe right now. So don't lose much. 1 trillion cells. And what he had to do, I heard him talk to somebody else out there. I wasn't listening intently, but I was. Because he was telling somebody, I don't know who he was talking to, but he said, last couple of years ago, I get in the middle of my journey of doing the kids on my knee, my Santa Claus outfit. All of a sudden, I get the stomach flu. And it was hell. Santa Claus said no. I think you heard me say. But anyway, that's the whole body. So anything you're going to have, whether it's your toe or your lung or whatever, you've got to know this. You got to start where you are right this second and heal. That couldn't be any better than that, because you've got to get your attention. You've got to get into your healing and get your modalities working with you. You don't have to be a single cell healer. It'll help you a little bit, a lot, but I can tell you this thing. If you just do what you can do, then you'll know what we're talking about right here. So 7 trillion cells, we talk about a lot, because we are all always about healing. And that brings us into the next part of the question I'll tell you right now. I don't leave room for applause or anything, because I don't want to be applause. I just told you the truth as best I can tell you. It's my truth. But if you don't want to make it true, it's all right. I'm not upset with you, because it took me about 30 years to get to a stage where I can actually meditate. I do it 1 time at night, 3 times in the morning, and usually 1 time throughout the day. So that's a lot of meditation. This is the 5 breath meditation. 5 breaths, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's how long it takes you to do it. And I'll tell you this thing. If you've got a friend, you've got a neighbor, and understand it works on every body. We've got 4 bodies, right? Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. If you got a friend and you want to help them, talk to them about the 5 breath meditation. And call it the 5 breath meditation. Because people are talking about the world, they're talking around the world right now about this 5 breath meditation. And I'm so proud of that. Not because I invented it, because it didn't invent anything. It came to me in a meditation, but that's all it was. It came through me, and I got the people to do this thing. For those of you that are in the medical field, and I know sometimes we have doctors and lawyers and MHs out here in the audience. I know some of you out there because I know what you do. But I can tell you this, you have got to be aware of your body. Your body is the only, Peter said it, it's the only thing you've got to worry about on this entire journey. Because if you're not worried on your body, if you're not working on your body, forget your wife, forget your husband, forget your girlfriend. You got to work on your own body. Because this is the only thing that's going to keep you going on this earth. Reservation. Okay. All right, so we have 3 stools set up here. And we're going to invite, don't jump right now. We're going to invite 3 people up here. Now, some of you people are very nervous. When I say, come on up, and people go, like a little starter engine. Just stand up. If there's 5 people stand up, 2 of you sit down, That's all right. But understand this thing. You come up here to get healed. What? Oh. You come here to get healed. That's the key. Everybody's going to heal you, and because we're the people on the audience come up here, do this whole journey with it. But I can tell you this thing. Those of you that come here to heal, you already know what you're supposed to do. So please come up now and hope you get these 2. Because there's 2, 3 of them. There's 1 up already. Oh, God bless you. There's 2 up. We got 3. We got 3. Oh my God. Now, I can tell you this. I'm going to go out to these people. I'm going to ask them what they're going to hear. And I'll tell you what they say. And when I hear them say, they need to be what they say. We'll try it out, right?
For those of you internet land, we'll have a chance for you to come and we'll ask you to come into put your energy in a bowl and we can heal you there as well. But in the meantime, we ask you to join us here at the church and share your love and light and help us light up every single cell in the body. So these people that come up, I feel that they are affirming that they want to take their healing to a new level and age their soul one step at a time. So while you're breathing, just take short, deep breath. Nice, easy, deep breaths. Light up your heart and prepare to share those golden particles from your heart with these people.
My first friend over here is Rosanna. She's called Lori down across the road. Rosanna. And she said that she had a little accident. She was walking down the street. She stumbled and tripped and hurt her mouth and her hand and everything. But she told me at the end, she said, because of the polygraph meditation, I wasn't that bad. And probably you know how bad she could have gotten. Because falls for not, when I say her age, my age, any age, you got to get used to it. But you don't have to fall. I did twice in my new house here. And then I had to put new pipes up and so on and so forth. But I don't want to do it anymore because it's painful. It takes you weeks to do it. So you come up here and you don't have to get it in your mouth, but you come through from the top of your head. Just, you do it sure. If you know those things that are here, I can make you notice it. The next friend over here. My lady friend over here, she's just beaten breast cancer. Yeah. So now she got a little problem down with her spine, her hips. Don't get stuck on the spine. Get to the hip. And understand this. Come down the spine. If you get there, you don't have to get there. You can do it from right here. You can do it from right here. I swear to God, you can just. You see it going right here. One thing you gotta remember, what should I do? Don't do this in the face. The friend back here, he's got an eye problem. He's gonna have surgery on his eye. And I just told him, I said, he's gonna be all right. How do I know this? I just know, I don't care what you tell me. He's gonna be all right, and we'll get him more right and more right. I don't care how well the surgery goes. It's gonna be, he's got to do some high-breath meditations. And I thank you for coming up to the church and being with us today. So it's the right eye, and you put your energy from here, over here, all you do is put it up there. That's the key. So you got three people that are really powerful people. All you got to do is come up, get out of your chairs, and let them do the healing. Yeah, it's music. Thank you. Come on. This. Oh my God, this is good. With one But you drop your hands, finish up, give that last bit of energy. For in this journey, we know somebody in this group, and somebody from out there in the world, will come in here and do this journey with us right now. And they're coming from all around the world. You understand? Great Britain, Japan, Taiwan, they're coming from around the world to be part of this community. And that makes us so empowered. It's a new addition, not new, but we do this because this bowl is for an hour before the service started. We put the water in this bowl and but getting the golden light. So what I'm telling you, 70 trillion cells in each person. I'm going to drop it on their forehead, right on the third eye, and with the third eye, you go down to the 70 trillion cells, and they might, or just might, feel the power. All right?
But whenever Kahoot does it, just for me, I always like to think of it as my brain, like a computer, it refreshes. Then you press the refresh button. And that's what, this is a symbol for them. It's so cool. You can even do that to yourself. Bless the water, dip your two fingers in the water and put it on your third eye.
How about you? I'm ready to go home. That's a
Keep
powerful healing.
breathing.
Powerful healings up here.
I know.
People crying and stuff like that. Beautiful. Got room for two more people if you want to come up. Come up now. There's 1, 2, 3.
I'll take it. For sure. I feel when she left the business.
My first friend over here, she asked me if she could take this healing she's going to get today, take it to her working mate, boss, whatever. And I said, not only can you, we insist on it. So if you're going to drop energies into her, knowing her boss is going through some certain things right now, and she's going to take her time to this church and get this healing to give to him, and I know she will do it. She will do it. My next friend over here, she caught a little off guard because, and I said, okay, who you want to do? What are we? Now, we got people that they're trombones, you can do this training with us right now. But you can give her healing because she's taking it from this aspect of a goddess like, and that's powerful to that by itself. So there you have it. The last one over here.
Whether she wins the election or not, She represents the goddess and the great this great shifting process. So we just want to give her some light.
My last friend over here surprised me. I knew this lady for a long time. And she asked me for certain things. And when she said something about her ego in check. I know her ego is pretty powerful. I also know her heart is more powerful than her ego. So understand this thing. Your heart will always compensate for your ego. I'm here to do it, be there with you. So there you have it. 3 friends. You really need your healing. All right? Please come up and get to enjoy it right now. Can you feel the love in this church right now? I can feel it. For the people on the chair, the people standing around, most assuredly you can feel the love in this church. For those of you out there, just right there, right here. Your healing is the most important part of the whole process. You finish up these people right now. Remind them to be in love. We call this healing off. A beautiful journey for us. All of us. You're sitting on the stool, just sit there for a moment. Bask in the love that you may receive from the people. Put a drop of water on the third eye. It was through the 7 trillion cells of their entire body. The program is to do this. No matter where it's going to go, you'll know. Because this is the process. Look at this for you when you get here. Your boss. Your boss. Here.
Sit there.
Sit. Sit. Go.
For you out there on the internet land, if you have a healing need, you can bring your consciousness and your light into here. Right second. The people here, around the world, are energized. And the people that have asked for the healing requests are in here. So I like to call this the miracle roll. So those of you who's ready for a miracle, today's your day. And for those of you here at Goddess Night, please put all of your love and life into this roll. I can feel people coming in. Can you feel it, Coffee? Can you share what you see? I can feel.
I noticed some, I'm being encouraged to the church imagination of all of this. 4 or 5 black people came in and told me they were going to do this. I thank them for being honest with me. This is not about black and white in between. It's about healing. Healing first and foremost. Everybody's coming here to this church, to the internet, and right here. Understand this. You're going to get healed. 2 weeks from today, or 2 weeks from Sunday, we'll have the healing seminar, wellness healing. Please come back and join with us, because we'll go way up on the world to do this. So, I can't take my hand of that right now. So this stuff, there's so many hands coming in from around the world. I can feel it pressing my hand. I can force it out. Thank you for coming in. God bless you.
I want to remind everyone that every night, Gail, myself, and Kaku is always here at 11:30 at night, energizing the goal. So within this walls is a mastermind consciousness that says, yes, you can heal. So if this bowl is available to you at any time, so just bring your consciousness in here. It'd be better if you write it and send it via email so we can add it to the bowl. But at 11:30 night, we promise, we're committed. Every night, put your healing requests here. And hopefully, you can feel the healing energy that Kahu and I and you.
It sits right there. You look at it right now. Probably not going to get tighter than that, but understand it sits there every day of the week, every night of the week. You don't have to get here at 11:30, but if you come in here at 11:30, you'll see Patty, Gail, myself, and a few other people, and Paul comes in now and then. But you'll see them get around this bowl doing it. You need to hear it. And that's the key. Like this healing room's over here. These healing rooms are meant to be here. And I can tell you this, that we've got people that are coming, that have been coming for years on their cancer journeys and so on and so forth. And we're doing everything we can to heal them.
Okay, back to the third dimension. Okay. Okay, announcement for this month, November 6th. It's a Healing Sunday, an awesome one in depth. Let's put a check mark on that. And then next week, November 16th, Spiritual Seekers. This was going to be the last one for the year. Kahu's going to take a break next month from Spiritual Seekers and Ask Kahu. Next Seekers, Kahu will talk more about the 70 trillion cells. Kahu first says the answer, are your 70 trillion cells working with you to achieve your desired goals in life? Kahu says the answer to this question should be yes. However, you must consider the other question, not always. So you might want to tune in, and perhaps you can get an insight on your own healing journey, because we are in the world of yin and yang. So that makes sense. When Kahu brought this up, I said, oh. But then I realized that we are in a yin and yang dimension. So that makes sense. So I look forward to more life. And at November 20th, join us again on the internet or right here, Long Distance Healing Sunday. And November 23rd, or is it the 29th? Sorry, the last Wednesday of this month, it is the subject is the history of Lemuria 2083. What happened then? 86, sorry. What happened then? He's going to be sharing about a family made this shift, the shift in consciousness. After the 3 days of darkness, they found themselves. All members of the family went through the portal at the 3 days of darkness and what they experienced. Can you add anything?
I can tell you this. I've heard some of the story. It is absolutely empowering to think the whole family, this husband, wife, and 2 kids, came out of this whole journey and went into the 4th dimension. You know, I go to the 4th dimension every day of my life. I'm not going to apologize to anybody. I go to the 4th dimension almost every night of my life. I go to the 4th dimension, and I sit around the ponds and I talk to these people. And it's so empowering. But this thing he's going to share with us, give you a new insight in this whole process.
Okay.
That leads us to this one last part. And this top part right here, we try to make this as easy as we can for everybody. It's a donation bowl. It's got a beautiful leaf cut from Peter's garden. And it's so beautiful. You folks out there, you don't have a bowl, but your little button, the other going to show it to you right about now. And you go there and you press the button. You give us 10, 15, 20, 50s, hundreds, thousands, whatever you carry away, sorry. But what you got to do it because this church needs the financial help. It needs it, believe me. So I'm passing this over to you, and you folks pass it back over there.
Every dollar is appreciated, and if you give regularly, we thank you from the bottom of our heart.
That's right. But give today too. I want to tell you this. We're going to close out the service here in just a moment. I'll tell you this healings today were powerful healings. I can verify that for the rest of my life. But you have to understand why they're powerful. Because you folks came here to do this. And you folks come in here. I'm not sure it was Deidre, but I think it was Deidre coming through this whole journey. And she came right through this whole process. And beautiful healings took place. Captain Paul, say what? What's it, people? The cameraman. I'm going to pray really quickly because understand the gifts given to us today been on for a long, long time. God created you with love and light. Before I introduce my guest speaker today, I want you to understand this thing. Money in this bowl will go a long ways to the public. This little church is master. It's healing buildings. You've got to catch up with it. So we pray something to me that God created, Christ's light, the best we can love. Amen.
Thank you.
Okay. Want to get anything?
Okay.
Do anything? Oh, God, yes. Would you do the prayer with us?
So for those in the church, Alilani is passing out words to Hawaii Aloha. So please join us, and those at home or by the computer. I think there's a way for you to get the words. And this is a way for us to close our ceremony this way. E Hawaii e kuone hanaue kuhone kulai vile oli ona ila wana lani E Hawaii, aloha e haoli e na upio Hawaii e oli Maina ahe makani e pāmai nei. Mau ke aloha, no Hawaii. Mau ke aloha, aloha nei. Mahalo.
Mahalo to you, young lady. How so good to harmonizing with you today. How cool is that? You know, I close everything right now because the end of service is 15 minutes ago. A little bit overdone, but that's not bad. Understand this. We did the best we could do. The cause healing, and you've got to take it from here out to the world. And take to your son, your daughter, your whatever. And just tell them about it. I'll tell you this 5 minutes. Sit down and listen to me. I'll tell you 5 minutes. And they never hear it again. It's all right. Because eventually, you're going to need it. You're going to need it. And that's what we're going to need it for. God bless you. Aloha. Aloha. I'll see you 2 weeks. God bless you. Thank you.
Aloha.